Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sam. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. So today we are going to be reacting to some of our favorite Optavia top leaders and boss babes. They just keep getting more and more problematic, so let's just get right into it. So this first one that we're gonna watch, I have reacted to her content in the past for whatever reason. She has a filter on her voice to make her sound like a chipmunk. And she also has some music in the background. So I may or may not have to completely block out the sound. So I will try and get rid of the background music, but if not, I will go ahead and voice over in my own voice that doesn't sound like a chipmunk. Maybe I will make it sound like a chipmunk.
In a recent survey done on LinkedIn, 61% of U.S. workers are planning to leave their jobs in 2023. 76% of all millennials and Gen Zers are actually saying that they would prefer to be their own bosses and work themselves out of corporate America. And the reasons they're stating this are pretty obvious. They want a better work-life balance. So let's talk about the good news. There's actually so many opportunities out there for people who want to make an income from using this exact thing that you're looking at right now. One of my favorites being affiliate marketing. There's a million things that we use on a daily that we love, and other people probably don't even know that they exist. As silly as that may sound. Are you sharing what you love? What is giving you results? What's making you feel your best? Take, for example, being a health coach and sharing the love that you have for just a health journey. The changes that you've made, the things that have impacted you to have more energy or feel better. Sharing ideas with others can actually make you some extra side income. The chances of you making extra income that can deal with the extra $9,000 that it's estimated that the average American is going to need in 2023 just to maintain their previous year's lifestyle. That's actually very possible. Listen, it's 2023 and the days of rolling your eyes at network marketing or affiliate marketing opportunities and people sharing things that they love are long gone. Now is the time to capitalize on all of these opportunities that are out there for you. For not just to create some financial stability in your home, but also give you a sense of fun, some frights, and some purpose. This is a great way for you to share what you already use and love with other people. Help them and help you.
Okay, so first things first, when she says that millennials and Gen Zers are wanting to quit their jobs and be their own boss, that does not mean that they want to quit their jobs and join a network marketing company. That means that they want to quit their jobs and start their own legitimate businesses. Whether they are collecting 1099s from multiple contractees or they are starting a pizza restaurant. They don't want to be in a network marketing company. And I say the 1099 example because you'll hear a lot of times these network marketers, MLMers, they will say that they get a 1099, so that makes them business owners. That is not the case. That doesn't mean that you own a business. Owning a business is offering your own product or service that you have put out into the world. So whether, again, you are making pizzas and selling it, or you are managing YouTube channels and helping with strategy, both of those are legitimate businesses. And the reason for that is because you have multiple contractees and you offer a service. Or you are making pizzas and selling those pizzas directly to people. When you are working for a network marketing company, more likely than not, you are not allowed to be working for multiple network marketing companies. So you are a contracted employee for said company. She's with Optavia, obviously. Everybody that we're talking about today is with Optavia. So she is a 1099 contracted employee with Optavia. This does not make you a business owner. The business owner is the CEO, the founder, whoever sits at the top of this company. They are the business owner and they have hired you to come on as a contractor to sell their products. You are a contracted sales employee with Optavia. That is not what millennials and Gen Zers want, especially Gen Zers. I have noticed that Gen Zers have had more of a approach with open eyes, like eyes wide open. They know what they're getting into and they're not taking any of from these contracted employees. Then she says they want a better work-life balance. So work-life balance in a network marketing company does not exist. If you want to even make the $9,000 a year that she is saying that is possible. So let's take a look at Optavia's income disclosure statement to see how many people are actually making $9,000 or more every year. If somebody were to be expecting to make that $9,000 that she said is very possible with Optavia, they would have to be part of the top 14.03% of the Optavia Optavia company before they got there. And this is according to the 2021 income disclosure statement from Optavia. Plus, according to that statement, the average number of months in business to make between $7,500 and $10,000 is 23. So you would have to be in Optavia for 2 years before you even make that much. I looked up what the average median income for 2022 was, and that is $54,132 every year annually. To make a livable wage to be part of the average US median income, and even that is low right now if you are running, say you're a single mom and you're running a household with kids, that's low. You would have to be part of the 2.3% of this company at the top. It's not highly possible to leave your 9 to 5 with a career in Optavia. So let's stop marketing it that way. She says that sharing the gift of your health journey and your journey through getting healthy can make you a side income. No, ma'am. You need some kind of education aside from a 5th grade health education to actually help people through this health journey. And then of course she brings up the network marketing and affiliate marketing similarities, which they are totally different. Network marketing, you rely on recruiting, you rely on a team to actually make $9,000 a year. With affiliate marketing, you also have an uncapped earning, but all you are doing you're literally sharing links and testimonials or reviews for the product and sharing a link so that people can buy it. If it's something that you like, you are sharing the link and saying, if you want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. If not, it doesn't affect me. You don't have to join my team. Nothing like that. It is just putting a link somewhere, sharing it with people, and you get a commissions off of that product. You don't have to rely on a team or recruitment. They are totally different. There needs to be something put in place where people have to have certain guidelines to claim that something's an affiliate program. Of course, people who aren't really familiar with the MLM structure or the network marketing structure, they're going to think that this is a legitimate affiliate program, and if they've never been in an affiliate program before, they might fall for it and be like, oh, I must have to pay for all affiliate programs and join this thing. That's not how it works. Affiliate programs is you apply, you show them, typically you have to show them how many followers you have, how many subscribers you have, whatever platform you're on, how much traffic you're getting, and then they will either approve or deny you. Network marketing, anybody and their mother literally can join and make an income off of recruiting people and have it disguised as you're selling products. So this one, I've also reacted to her in my other Optavia Reacts video. She posted a reel. Let's give it a watch and then we're gonna read the caption.
And then but at the same time, I don't know, because then sometimes it's you go, man.
Her caption on the actual reel says, me listening to my client while she talks about falling off the wagon and eating the cookies every night. Read caption. So in her caption, it says, as a health coach, when a client is showing signs of emotional eating, it is my job to help that person discover the why behind the behavior. Listen up. It's not about the cookie. Well, okay, it is all about the cookie, but it's not just the taste of the warm cookie. It's most of the time a process to discover and peel back the layers of why the nightly warm cookie. Do you have a coach in your corner to help you get curious about your emotional eating habits? Releasing shame is a huge tool I can help you with, and get to the bottom of the cookie or whatever trips you up. Okay, there's lots of things wrong with this reel. There's lots of things wrong with this caption. Let's talk about it. So you consider yourself a health coach, which if you're a certified Optavia health coach, you took their course, and like I've said in the past, it's no more than a grammar school health education. There's nothing else. There's no PhD involved. There's no master's. There's not even an associate's involved. So positioning yourself as a health coach who can discover the why behind their behavior, you are not qualified to do that. You're not qualified to do that, nor are you qualified to help anybody get curious about their emotional eating habits. You want to know who is qualified to do that? A licensed and highly educated psychologist, a counselor, a licensed therapist. And then of course we have to talk about our friend Rachel, her picture of her before and after. I don't know if I have to even say anything. Are we seeing why there's a before and after? She was pregnant and then she wasn't. But it gets better. Her caption reads, 3 scholarships available to start your weight loss journey with me, but ends tomorrow night. Listen, I have been there when I say I've gone through every challenge there is when it comes to weight loss or health journey. 2 C-sections, PCOS, hypothyroidism, 0 me time, a crazy schedule with 2 kids, and a full-time job. I know it's not easy, and there's a million ways to lose weight. Some work, some don't, but most aren't sustainable. I also know this because if you name a program, I've probably done it. See, I've been on this journey since I was 13 when the first person told me I had cellulite on my leg. By the way, that's totally normal. If you don't have cellulite, I would wonder what kind of robot you are. You need a long-term solution that teaches you how to eat after the initial weight comes off. That's what I have to offer you. 3 scholarships available, first come, first serve. Who's ready? So now she's giving 3 people Optavia for free, which yuck. I'm not taking away the health struggles that she has had. I think she's just stuck in this Optavia world where she thinks it's acceptable to post a before picture of being pregnant and then an after picture of being not pregnant and fit. What message are you trying to get across with that? I'm not too sure. Like, you birthed a human being, so then your body starts to go back. But then let's also point out the fact that she says you need a long-term solution that teaches you how to eat after the initial weight comes off. You need to not focus on the weight loss first. You need to focus on the diet first. Weight loss will come after you kind of get into this new groove of eating better options, still eating the things that you want and you crave, like the pasta and the cookie and the cake and whatever that is, but eating it in moderation and knowing, like, I'm gonna have this again. I don't need to eat the entire cake in one sitting. Learning that first and then adding in the better sleep routine, better fitness routine, more movement and things like that, drinking more water, that is going to bring you weight loss. You don't need to lose the weight and then learn how to eat. That's so backwards. This one is telling us 3 things that we need to be a successful health coach. This one has copyrighted music, so I am going to have to mute it. She says that the 3 things that you need are just passion, a servant mind, and authenticity. That's all you need to be a health coach. Incorrect. You need an education. You need some kind of education, in my opinion, because you know it's not regulated, to be a health coach. You can't just go out into the world and be like, I'm passionate, servant-minded, and authentic, so I am going to coach you in your health. That is not how any of this works. This next one, she had the cover of a reel on her Instagram, and it says, one of my favorite parts of my job. This is what the reel was. This is just an example of your time and location freedom. One of her favorite parts of this Optavia job is onboarding a new client from her hotel room before dinner. She says that she loves changing lives and serving others from anywhere, anytime. If this is not a reason not to join an MLM, I don't know what else is, because I would rather stick pencils in my eyeballs than sit in a hotel room bathroom when I'm on vacation talking to clients. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. This last one is a little bit longer. It is a YouTube video. I'll probably cut some parts out, but nothing that is going to affect the context of this video. She is a vlogger. She is also I don't know if it's her husband or her boyfriend. They are both Optavia coaches. She is a YouTuber and she does her vlogs and some recipe things. And I found this video from 2 years ago when she was restarting the Optavia 5-in-1 plan. And I thought it was definitely worth mentioning.
Today's video is actually going to be the very first episode of my Schlee's Health Journey series. Previously on my channel, I posted a life update video where I kind of updated you guys on everything that's going on in our life, everything that's been happening since #quarantine life, all of that fun stuff. And in that video, I also mentioned that I am going to be getting back on my health journey. Recently, obviously, everybody has been going through what's called #quarantine life. We've all been dealing with these crazy times that our world is in. Plus, on top of all of that, Zach and I had to move in the middle of quarantine, and being able to find a new place and adjust to the new normal and be able to work out of a new facility and all these crazy things that were going on, that's when our health started to slip a little bit. Previously, Zach and I had been on a health journey, and we had been doing decently well on that throughout quarantine, but right when the move happened, that's when everything started going downhill. It was like that was the cherry on top for a little bit too much stress in both of our lives, and that's why I have decided to go ahead and get back on my health journey and start documenting it for you guys, since I will be doing it from step 1 this time. The health plan that I am going to be following is Optavia's 5-in-1 program. I have previously been on Optavia's 5-in-1 program and lost a decent amount of weight. However, like I said, moving in the middle of quarantine was no small task, and we are getting back on track now. So I am going to be tracking my progress step 1 to step 100 and showing you guys my full transformation, just so you can also see how the program works, as well as follow along on a weight loss journey, because I know so many other women out there and so many other people are just trying to figure out the next steps for their health journey when we're in such a crazy time in this world. I really want to create a genuine community here, and I really want this to be a place you can come for motivation and a place where you can feel like you're connected to somebody else going through a similar journey as you. So if you're getting on a health journey, or you're on a health kick, or you're looking to get motivated, I'd love for you to join the journey that I'm on, and we can do it together. I will list all of the information about the program that I'm on down below in the description, but just so that you guys can get a little bit of some insight on how the program works, I'm going to go over that in this video today. That's why you clicked on it. It's called Why I Chose Optavia. Okay, so Optavia technically has multiple different programs that you can follow. There's a 5-in-1 program, there's a 4-2-in-1 program, and a 3-in-3 program.
I don't think on my channel that I've ever talked about the 4-in-2 or the 3-in-3. With the 5-in-1, you have to eat 5 of their fuelings every day, and then 1 lean and green meal. And then with the 4-in-2 and the 3-in-3, so it's 4 fuelings and 2 lean and green meals, and then 3 fuelings and 3 lean and green meals.
As you go down in those numbers, that's basically when you're transitioning to more of a maintenance mode with your weight loss. So when you have the most weight to lose, you're going to get on what's called the 5-in-1 program. And the reason why it's called 5-in-1 is because that basically describes what you're going to be eating throughout the day. The big thing that Optavia promotes is going to be the fact that it has you eating more times throughout the day in smaller quantities. So you're eating 5 times a day on what's called Optavia fuelings and 1 time a day on what's called a lean and green. So Optavia will send you a box once a month that is filled with all of your fuelings for that month. And if you can do the math, you eat 5 of those a day for 30 days. I'm not a mathematician. But that's basically what comes in the box. So you're going to eat 5 fuelings and 1 lean and green. 1 lean and green is the 1 meal that you make per day that includes, I believe, 5 to 7 ounces of lean protein, as well as 3 servings of non-starchy vegetables.
It just doesn't ever fail to blow my mind when I hear how little these people eat. Like, you are eating dried food, essentially like freeze-dried food, processed, packaged food, and 1 meal with 5 to 7 ounces of protein and non-starchy veggies. I just don't understand this at all. It does not compute for me.
Those are going to be where you're getting your vitamins and nutrients from protein and veggies, and then the Optavia fuelings that you're eating 5 times a day are filled with essential vitamins and nutrients.
Are they though? Are they? So let's pull up first one of their like granola bar things. Essential Creamy Double Peanut Butter Crisp Bar. This is a meal. 110 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 2 grams of that is saturated fat. You have 12 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 3 grams of added sugar, and just 11 grams of protein. And then it has a little bit of everything. So that's great. That's awesome. Also, let's look at what's in an avocado. Folate, magnesium, potassium, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, niacin, which is vitamin B3, pantothenic acid, which is vitamin B5, pyridoxine, which is vitamin B6, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K. Also, chicken will give you a lot of these things. Apples, carrots, peppers, steak, pasta. A lot of normal, like regular foods that you can incorporate in your everyday diet will give you these nutrients and these vitamins and minerals so you can eat real food. So why are we enforcing these nasty ass bars and brownies and whatever else, soup? Why are we enforcing that instead of just eating a healthier diet where you'll feel much better and then you won't have to learn how to eat after you've already lost the weight? Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I just don't make any sense.
So if you do the math on that, if you're eating 5 fuelings and 1 lean and green, it means you're eating 6 times a day. Each one of those times that you're gonna eat is spread out by 2 to 3 hour increments so that you're eating more times throughout the day in smaller quantities. Within your first week, you're gonna start to experience what's called fat burn. That's when things really start to get
Also known as ketosis.
kicked into high gear, is when your body realizes it's time to burn this fat and it's time to get us into a weight loss mode so that we can really get into what's called optimal health. And that's kind of where the name Optavia comes from. I have seen this in action, you guys. I've done this myself. Previously, when I was on this program, I lost about 35 pounds and I was extremely impressed with how quickly that happened, just within 2 months.
35 pounds in 2 months? That is over 4 pounds per week. It is recommended that you lose no more than half to 1 full pound every week to be in a healthy state while you are losing weight. Losing 4 pounds every week is not good for your body. That is starvation mode at work.
In 2 months, and that's because my body was in what's called fat burn mode. So the fact that I'm going to be able to document this from the start of my journey of where I'm at, you'll be able to see that process happen as well. Okay, so now that you guys kind of understand how the program works, I also want to go over with you kind of why I chose this program. I've literally been overweight my entire life. I've struggled with health, I've struggled with my weight, I've struggled with all of the normal things that I thought my body was supposed to be able to do but couldn't because my weight was holding me back. It is no fun, you guys, and I have tried every diet plan out there to fix it. This is the only one that has truly worked for me. Personally,
But it didn't work because she said in the beginning of this video that she had lost 35 pounds, right? And then quarantine happened and they moved and everything, and you're knocked out of the program because you don't have the time to keep up with it. If something works for you, it is sustainable. That right there proves that Optavia is not sustainable unless you are in a point in life where you can focus so much time on this to be able to do it.
so I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Nutrisystem, I've done counting calories, I've done intermittent fasting, I've done so many different plans just to try and get this aspect of my life in check. And the reason why this is the one that works for me personally is because it literally takes the thinking out of everything. Personally,
I know I keep pausing this. I can agree that this does come off as a program that takes the guesswork out of everything. You don't have to think about what you're cooking, what you're packing for lunch, what you're making for breakfast, because all of these prepackaged foods are ready for you. And I think that's also a double-edged sword because it makes it so much harder afterward. Like if you don't want to keep eating that crappy food that comes from the package, you have to figure out then, after you've already lost the weight, how to eat real food again. Does that make sense? So again, it's not sustainable. It might be easy for the time being and you might see results because you are starving yourself, but it is not sustainable and not smart. And let me clarify, I'm not calling her not smart. I'm calling Optavia not smart.
and one of the coolest things about these fuelings, and the reason why I like the fact that I don't have to think about it, is Optavia is, I believe, one of the only, if not the only diet program that is FDA approved and regulated.
No, it's not. It's not FDA approved or FDA regulated. What I think she saw that she confused with that is that the facility has to be inspected and approved to run a food business out of. So the FDA has nothing to do with what is actually in this food or how it is being consumed or how the program is laid out. The FDA has nothing to do with that. The only thing that the FDA has to do with for Optavia is to inspect their facility and make sure that it is safe to produce food products in. So, misinformation there, ma'am.
And all of the fuelings that they provide for you, these are basically like snacks that they provide for you, are packed full of essential daily vitamins and nutrients. So you know every single time you're gonna grab something out of the box and eat it, it's filled with things that your body needs, like probiotics, like things like that, where that really get your digestive system going and are perfect for you to keep you going and keep your energy up throughout the day without having you gain weight. This is key. I don't have to think about the fuelings. I just grab one out of the box every 2 to 3 hours and I'm good. And then we make our lean and green meals at the the end of the day. So the only thing I have to think about that is when I go to the grocery store, I just make sure I get enough of the right vegetables and enough of the right protein. I prep it on the weekends, and then I have it good to go for the rest of the week, so that I don't really have to think about that either. It's just prepped and ready to go. Taking the think.
She makes it sound so simple, but if you say, for me, for example, I have a significant other, I also have 2 children, and they are not going to be eating Optavia. If that is something that I ever would decide to do, which it's not, I would still have to plan for them and cook for them and shop for them. So it might be easy when you are in a relationship with somebody who's also on Optavia, or if you are single and you're living alone, but otherwise it's just not that simple.
The community aspect is really great within this program, something I've never really even experienced before, and I think it's amazing. And the last thing I really wanted to mention for you guys on this Optavia journey, I wanted to let you know that for the most part, exercise is not mandatory on the program. You know how they always say weight loss is 80% diet and 20% exercise? That's basically what this is focusing on. If you can get your diet in check, exercise can be optional during the first phases of your program.
Actually, it's frowned upon if you are in the first phases of your Optavia program and you are exercising, because you are not eating enough. You don't eat enough to exercise, so they make it sound like exercising is optional. This is great. You need to move your body to be a healthy human being. There's no way around that. Go for a walk if you have to. That is good enough. If you are not able-bodied, that is something different. But if you are able-bodied, you can go for a walk. You can get like 2-pound weights and lift those. There's so many other things that you can do, but exercise is not optional if you are able-bodied. And the fact that they promote that says a whole lot about the program and Dr. A, who helped put the program into place.
Exercising can be really hard, especially if you're heavier. It can be kind of humiliating if you're doing it in front of anybody. It can be kind of embarrassing if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, and it can be much harder because you have more weight on you to carry.
I'll say to that, like, if somebody is staring at you or talking about you working out and you are heavier at the gym, the joke is on them, because they're taking the time out of their day to shame you for trying to get better, and that's their problem. That's not your problem. You are working hard to get healthier and move your body, and that should not be a reason for somebody to get on Optavia and not have to work out. That should never be a reason. I know that it's hard to go to the gym when you are heavier and have that discomfort of knowing that you maybe don't look like the rest of the people that are there, but who gives a You're there doing your thing, and you're there getting healthier for you, not for them. If you're in that position, try and think of that instead of thinking about everybody watching you. Put your headphones on, listen to a podcast, listen to music, and just do you. That was really it. And now I just want to clarify that I am not picking on her. She's a beautiful woman. She has a pretty good following on YouTube. She's still on Optavia and she still promotes it. But I think that if there were ever a time that she were to separate from Optavia, that it would bring more awareness around the situation. And I hope that eventually her and her boyfriend, I hope that they do eventually separate from Optavia and see it for what it actually is. But I just wanted to show you an example of what the people who are on Optavia or are within Optavia with this video, of what they are promoting and what they are saying and the misinformation that they are given. For example, the whole FDA approved, that is false information. Don't fall for Optavia. I, again, will never shut up about Optavia until they shut the down. Make sure you are subscribed, hit the like button if you like this video. Go check this one out next because I think you're gonna like it, and I will see you over there.